Have started.
Preeti, you're on mute. So,
You're on.
yeah.
Yeah. Am I audible now?
Yeah, you're audible.
Okay,
Yes, you
that's
are.
great. Okay. Hello, champs. Greetings of a very good day to everyone. We welcome you all who have joined and who are joining to today's meetup, which is very special as D365 Champs is celebrating Women's Day while highlighting inclusivity. So, inclusivity in communities, our professional and personal spaces, and in our own minds for that matter, has always been vital. It surely makes a difference in our day to day lives. For example, when we listen to the customer, we get a better idea of their concerns. We listen to the sales and marketing team, then we may sense the gaps that needs to be filled and define the problems clearly and in a better way. And when someone from the development team, be it junior or senior, proposes some idea, we can provide a better solution. And largely in communities, be it small or large, it becomes more important to be able to grow and support each other. So, with that note, let's begin the meetup and have a look at today's agenda. So, first, we'll have a brief introduction about the D365 Champs community, who we are, and how we connect. Then, there are some news from Microsoft and updates about the community and the upcoming events. Then the most awaited one, a wonderful session quoted as Let's Empower with Power Platform by our youngest champs, Zara and Zenubia Khan. Towards the end, there will be a question and answer round where our speakers will address the queries. So champs, keep posting your queries in the chat window. Okay, about the D365 champs, it is your local community. Uh, a brief timeline. It has been running for about 3 years now. And if I say that it has started somewhere in 2018 with the realization of need of a local community where our champs leads, they realize that there has to be a local community where people can connect and share their concerns, they share their ideas. So, yes, and quickly 10 of the leads teamed up and started the first chapter in Singapore. Number of leads grew and champs went global with expansion in more and more countries. And today we are in Singapore, Malaysia, Australia, South Africa, UK, India, Philippines, USA, and many more. On LinkedIn, we have a following of approximately 5.5 thousand people. And in Kaisala, we have champs of around 850. And a lot more initiatives are still coming up. So keep tuned. And Shalini, it's over to you now.
Yes. So, I'm Shalini Goel, and you can connect with us on social media. We are available on LinkedIn. So, there is a news. We have around 5,500 followers right now in LinkedIn. On Twitter, the Twitter is handled by none other than our female techie girl, Mrs. Roma Gupta. And she is the one who is single-handedly like handling the Twitter handle. You can also join us on Calzilla. We have around 860 registered participants, and you can just scan the QR code and join our Kaisala group where you can post your queries. Also, our portal, it's brand new and running, so you can join our portal. And if you want to speak at our D365 event, you can contact me or anyone of our organization, and you can just like scan the QR code and like fill in the form so we can connect with you. Thanks to our sponsors, Dynamicity. They are always happy to sponsor all our events. And yeah, I'll just give it to the page to introduce our new organizer, Amna Khan.
So, Preeti, am I audible right now?
Yes.
So yeah, first I will give an introduction for both before Ramna. I'll give an introduction for our two champ masters and portal masters who have been around with champs for almost a year at this stage. Shalini, as well as Shalini, as well as Preeti, who have been around for almost a year and who have supported this particular event. Introduction about Amna. Amna is from Pakistan. She is very active in the community and she is a MCT, MCSA. She is a Power Platform consultant, blogger, and speaker. Speaks at a lot of events. You can connect with her on any of these mediums. She is the one who has coordinated for this particular inclusivity chapter. So I give my best of luck to all of you, and let's start the session now. Over to you guys.
Over to you, Amna.
Hello. Thank you so much, team, for giving such a quick and great introduction for myself. I am delighted to be a part of it. And since we are celebrating inclusivity, so I am more excited to introduce our keynote speaker for today's session. But before that, I have something, as you can see, like few quick updates that we have from Microsoft, what we have been through in the time, mostly the thing that have captured so many minds. Like we have been fixing with outrage impact last week by Microsoft that was impacting a downtime for Office 365 and D365 and other clouds of Microsoft. So that has impacted. Like it was really a pointing of throw concern for look after for the outrage that we had and what are the capacities that Microsoft realizes due to this outrage. And besides that, now I will elaborate the new capacities that we have from Microsoft regarding D365 Power Platform and so the last conference that we have as Microsoft Ignite 2021, we have been through capturing so many exciting capabilities for Dynamics world, including D365 and Power Platform, other products such as customer engagement, FinOps, that is finance and operations, and other products, commerce, talent, and all. So what they have discussed, like they are going to even enhance the integration of all these products even tightly for the upcoming releases for Dynamics. And besides that, the new capacities that of this Dynamics world going to be later year 2021 having leveraging the capacities for customer engagement, the application, the product that mostly all of us are being aware very well, serving different type of applications, almost covering business scenarios such as sales, marketing, customer service, field service, and all. But after, like before having the deep integrations for all these applications, the new features for AI builder have impacted so much. Like this is something we can say a cool word, exciting so many young talent as well as the old ones to develop and to build some applications. So it is also going to be a part of upcoming releases for what publish on this year. So this is something which we can introduce to this community. We can be a part of this community. We have different channels to reach out for Dynamics Gems, like D365 Gems community, including a YouTube channel, including their portal that is independently serving so many users already, as already mentioned by Shalini and Preeti and Dipesh. And besides that, I think now it's the time to introduce our guest speakers, Zara and Zenubia, for whom we all are very much excited to listen and to hear them. So basically, these two girls are truly an inspiration and rock stars of this community, like the community that we have in overall world of dynamics, not including the part of what we have in D365 gems, but overall in the world. They are the youngest Microsoft certified professionals, the youngest and of course the coolest, I would say. So this is really exciting to, celebrate this such an amazing talent. So over to you, Adil.
Thank you. Thank you, Amna, and the organizers. So let me just share the screen and let Zara Zenubia take it away. Let me know once you can see the screen.
Yes, we can see the screen, Adil.
All right. Okay, Zara Zenubia, take it away.
Hello everyone, and we are Zara and Zenubia, and we are very excited to be part of this session.
We are
Today,
excited too, Zara Zenubia.
Hi, James.
thank you. Today, we want to talk about our journey to Power Platform, how and what we built, and then how you can face your journey to Power Platform. We are also going to talk about how Power Platform can empower girls in tech. I'm going to share a bit about our journey to Power Platform now and take you back a few years. Let me take you a few years back, and I think it has played an important role in our road to Power Platform. Two things have always been constant: me and Zara reading books and fighting. We used to read everywhere, like in the car, at home, in the morning, and at night. We used to love reading, and my favorite book was Percy and Pam Trouble at the Para Shop, and I still have it. As you can see in one of the pictures, we used to read so much that even my little sister was encouraged to read, even if she didn't know how to read yet. We read different books like the travel book from Lonely Planet and the More Than 1 Million Facts book. The book that I most liked was Instant Expert, also from Lonely Planet. It explained about more professional stuff like how to treat a bee sting, or how to be a butler, or this Chinese type of tradition where you use needles to heal your body. There were many things that reading taught us, like punctuation, vocabulary, but the most important one was imagination. By reading books, we became curious and we were always ready to learn. We also became aware of how computers work by books. I highly recommend everyone, including adults, to never stop reading books. Soon, our books started talking about computers, databases, and we started learning how computer works. Initially, we found these books boring and complex. We wanted to read T.S. Lytton more. Oh, and by the way, T.S. Lytton writes great investigative stories, and if you haven't read it, go and read it. Our parents really helped us understand these concepts and encouraged us to give these books a little more time. Slowly, we started appreciating and enjoying reading these books. As time progressed, we wanted to try them out, so we were finally introduced to computer programming. Fast forward September 2019, while during our semester break, we started learning about JavaScripting and started to get ideas about programming. It was all going great, but then COVID-19 happened and we got stuck in home with lots of free time. We started searching websites and learning more about programming. We also became aware of Power Platform for the first time. We started watching videos on Power Platform and started to really like it. We continued learning until December 2020 started, when our mom motivated us to take the PL900 exam. We prepared using Microsoft Learn and practiced a lot of labs. We took the exam while we were really scared and we were very frightened if we were going to pass the exam or not. But all ended well as we became MCP. Yay! Honestly speaking, COVID-19 was very, very harsh and I did not enjoy it at all. But because of COVID-19, our parents became very lenient to us using our devices. So that way, we got introduced to Power Platform. Now, let me show you one of the apps that I really enjoyed creating and also share how easy it was to build if you put 1 hour or two to it. While we made many apps, the one that I really enjoyed was the quiz app. It was a very fun app to build, a fun app to work, and mostly fun to share with my sisters. How I made it, let's have a look. The first thing I did was I created an Excel sheet with a few columns. By the way, this is all an idea taken from YouTube. These are for columns that contain the questions and other fields, like answers and correct answers. As for me, I have put the fields just to show as an example. So as you can see, it is very easy to make, and it is all mostly in simple text. So for navigating, I just put navigate to Power Platform quiz, which is one of my screens. And for the same for the other one, just different name, right? So even the radio buttons, you can just put in which item you want. I put in this item 1, 2, and continue. So you don't need to create two tables for the quizzes. You can just use the filter function. And you also don't need to take an image file or save the image. You can just copy the image URL. There's a variable named show answers to set and show the answers if it's correct or wrong. So I put filter, my table name, and the quiz name to filter it by which quiz it is, like Power Platform quiz or Pakistan quiz. Well, I only put the Pakistan quiz because it's my home country. So I'm going to do the Power Platform quiz first. And I'm going to put in some answers, like what is Power BI, what is Power Apps, what is Power Automate. This is all very simple to make, as you can see. So simple. And also, if I get something wrong, I'll show you in a sec. If I get something wrong, it's not the same icon, it's a different icon. It just shows when it's wrong or correct. So I'm going to put in some answers, and I'm very sure you all know. I'm going to put in some answers. Actually, I didn't know these actually. I just asked my father. So I'm just going to put in some random answers. Last one. Done. So if anyone who wants to see the original one can ask my father about it or search on YouTube Power Apps for Kids Quizmaker. Now let's talk about how you can begin your journey. The best way to start your journey or learn any application is to learn it by doing it. That's why I will be sharing some Power Platform labs that are available for free and can really help you get started. In fact, you can master the Power Platform by applying these labs. These are some of the most important labs that I highly recommend everyone to execute, not just a beginner, but also recommended for senior professionals like many in this call today. So for beginners, I would recommend App in an Hour, which is explaining how to create a Canvas app and App in a Day, which explains how to build a device ordering solution using various Power Platform services. Also, there are advanced labs such as Robotic Process Automation in a Day, short RPA in a Day, and Admin in a Day, and AI Builder in a Day that Zara will be explaining. Okay, let's look at it. This is a beginner level lab for you to get hands-on experience with the Microsoft Power Platform. This lab includes step-by-step instructions to build a device ordering solution within a day. This lab is nicely designed to have a business problem like device ordering, tracking shipment, and automating approval. And it also allows us to experience solving these problems using Power Platform. You can download the content of this app from aka.ms/appinaday. The package will contain more module guides and complete applications as well, so that if you get stuck, you can always import the solution and verify. Great, let's look at the result of App in a Day, where I will showcase the apps and flow built using this module guide. The first app you will be building is going to be a device ordering app. So I'm going to open my app. This app really helps you use gallery control with images. It also helps you create filter based on input. So if I press ASUS, it's going to put in all the laptops or computers by ASUS or HP or any others. It also uses collection to capture selected records. It showcases the ability to use forms that will help us in capturing a new order record. Also notice that it puts approver details using Office 365 connector. Now I'm going to submit device request. Finally, I learned how to display a successful order submission form using this module. This next module will help you learn about Dataverse or CDS, Common Data Service. It helps us understand the process of building tables and columns. It also helps defining business rules to enable different fields, as you can see here. So I'm going to go back. And it also helps you to configure forms and use them in model-driven apps. So now I'm going to activate my model-driven app. And as you can see here, I'm going to go and press. As you can see here, here are the devices that I selected. Now I'm going to press one of them. And here it helps you use and define business processes and use them as part of your model-driven app. You will also use calculated columns like department contribution. Finally, it also uses conditional staging. Here, the module uses price range as condition. I really like this part of module and enjoyed playing with data, forms, and business logic. Here comes the last part of this lab. It involves my favorite service, Power Automate. The lab will guide you to create a cloud flow that will automatically send an approval every time a new order is created. This flow uses approvals, CDS, and Office Outlook connector to help us automate approval process. By the end of this lab, you will be fully aware of how to build Canvas and model-driven app, how to build a table, and how to use connectors in Power Automate. This lab really helped me in getting Power Platform knowledge and hands-on experience. Now I'm very thirsty, so I'm going to grab a juice and hand it to Zara. So now, goodbye. Thank you, Zenubia, and hello, everyone. Let's continue the conversation on labs and understand what other labs you can use. In AI Builder Day business scenario, you can build models using AI Builder capabilities, use historical data and images to train models, use these models in Power Automate and Power. The lab I have chosen is AI Builder Lab. This lab is fantastic if you like AI and robotic actions. So there are 5 lab scripts, starting from binary classification, which is also known as prediction, and ending with form processing. Binary classification is prediction, which is using historical data to predict future outcomes. Form processing is identifying the structure of document based on training data. So let me take you to the first object detection lab. This lab will guide users to count, locate, and identify objects from image. The best part is you can use these in Power Apps or Power Automate. Now, I'll give you a moment to visualize where you can use such amazing features. Let's see how we can build or train the model. So, I'm first going to change to the correct environment and going to build under AI Builder, which you can see in the left navigation. If you select build, you can now see the different models, such as category classification, prediction, entity extraction, form processing, and object detection. Now select object detection and enter a good name for it, such as bicycle detector. And after you're done, you can select create and wait. If not already selected, select common object and click next. After you're done, click add new objects and put bicycle as name. And then select next. Now, select add images. And as you can see, a side menu will open. Select local storage if you want to upload pics from your computer. Okay, so now click upload from local storage and select the pics that you would like to use for the object detection. But make sure you upload 15 or more pictures, because if you don't, you can't train the model. Then click open, and if you can see, you'll see a folder that says my device. And after that, click next. Now you can start tagging the pictures that you put in. Let's quickly do them. Now, the reason that we need 15 pictures or more is that the object detection model needs a good idea of what bicycles are, or maybe a good idea of anything is. That's why we need 15 or more pictures. Now, I'm going to skip along this process. If you select bicycle detector, you will see all the details, such as its performance, the details, such as the training data, the training date, object type, number of objects, and where the module is used, such as Power Automate and Power Apps. When you're ready, you can click Publish. Was it not amazing? I just love using AI Builder. It helps me to learn more about artificial intelligence and makes me more curious and interested in this subject. So, the next model I want to share is the form processing model. This model can help to read forms and process what they mean. It can even process what is what if you train it properly. The first step is to create the model. We're going to put in a nice name and then click create. It will come to this series of steps. And as you can see, you'll see on the left a navigation. We can also put in nice and different fields for our form processor. I'll fast forward addition of the other fields. And now I can add the tables to extract tabular data from my invoices. Our table name is going to be table 1 without any spacing. And the columns will be, there are going to be 4 columns: item, quantity, rate, and amount. If you're done, click next. Select new collection and select collection 1. If you select add document, it will come to this. If you select lab scripts or the folder that the AI builder in a day has given, you can get the documents that you need for training. Select upload 5 documents and upload them. This will take a few minutes. So if you see an error like this, just select retry so it can get all the fields. This will also take some time. So as you can see, there's gonna be an invoice number, the due date, the day, the balance due. And now I'm going to select everything one by one. I'm just gonna click to make the blue lines disappear. Let's just quickly tag all the fields. And as you can see, there's going to be this little icon at the table, and if you click it, you can even tag the items in it, such as the item, the quantity, the rate, and the amount. Let's quickly do the company. And as you can see, I've tagged all the documents. So if you're done, select next. Here it is going to show all the fields and how many documents I have. So this is basically the summary of the model. It'll show the model type, the owner, the collections, the data source, and the information to extract. If you're done, select Train. After the training, click on Form Processing Model's name, and it will take you to its details. Publish the model and run a quick test. And as you can see, as well as the object detection, you could see all the details. After it's done loading, let's do a quick test. Just select any of the documents that you've used before, and it'll take some time to analyze and tell the results. Oh wow! It separated all the fields. And now I know which one is the table 1, the invoice day, the date, the due date, and all the other fields. Now let's Now let's use it in a Canvas app. We're going to create it from blank and then add its name. I'm going to put it in tablet format and then click create. It will load, then take us to the blank Canvas app. Okay, so first we're going to go. Now we're going to add the font processor from the AI builder in the insert pane on top. We will select font processor ZK to access the font processor to it. First, let's just shape it to its proper size. Let's select the font processor ZK. I'll skip the step of adding label and then jump to the data values tab. Now, I'm going to add in the text box inputs that display the actual number, date, and total. We will put in the formula to show the field. I'm just going to skip this because it's taking a little bit too much time. I already added the formula for all the other text input boxes. I'm going to play the app in preview. And as you can see, I've already added a document for the font processor to analyze. Oh, wow. The invoice number has gone into the invoice number text box. See, it's so easy and fast to build an AI app. By the end of this lab, you will be fully aware of AI builder models, out-of-the-box models available for us to use immediately and use them in Canvas app. I really learned a lot from this lab, and I look forward to use them wherever I can. To conclude, I'm now going to talk about something that's not important for us today. That's also important for women in tech, and we hope this will make a big change in the future. Let's look at our target. Coming into this session, we did a simple Google search. We found out that only 25% of tech jobs are taken up by women, despite they make almost half of it, of the total industry. Of course, this is something that we didn't know, and I think that most of the call attendees may find it new as well. But what we see with our own progress in Power Platform is that many other girls can also prepare themselves and train themselves to become available for tech jobs. Therefore, as sisters, as a family, we have set ourselves a target to enable as many girls as possible and take this low code, no code message forward. Thank you, everyone, especially the organizers. Give us a chance to speak in this D365 chance. Powerful alone, stronger together. Thank you.
Such an amazing presentation, girls. You rocked it.
Thank you.
I agree.
Yes.
Thanks for a wonderful session, Zara, Zenubia. We are delighted to have you here.
You're welcome. We wouldn't have been able to give this presentation if you didn't invite us.
That's so kind of you.
It was really amazing to have you here, and I feel amazing would have been an understatement. You guys were just bullseye, like on point. And you can see it in the chat window. All of the attendees are in awe of you.
Yeah. And besides that, I think the credit goes to Adil as well, who has introduced these two little gems to the industry and to the world. It's been amazing. Thank you so much, Adil.
Definitely.
No, I mean, I mean, of course, as a parent, we do need to have we take the responsibility of guiding them. but in the end of the day, it's their job to, really accept it or not. You can't force 10-year-old to do anything these days. So I would say that yes, their own interest is really helping us also to support them and let them do what they really want to.
Definitely. And as parents, it's important to inspire them too.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you for appreciation.
This is absolutely amazing what these girls have done. It's not only a master class into Power Platform PL 900 exam, as well as a master class at presentation for many of us. So that's how you should present anything. Great work, and I also appreciate you, Adil, for what support you must have given and their own passion at this young age. It's awesome to see. I hope everybody is able to appreciate it with some gestures. We have heart symbols there now in Teams and other things.
Okay, so looking at the chat window, we don't have any queries, I guess. So this has been a truly wonderful session. Everyone is in awe. So now the floor is open. I think if anyone would like to say anything, we are open to hear.
I think everybody is in a great shock at the moment.
Yeah.
Well, it's been pleasure. It's been an honor to be, on this community, and I would really like to thank to everybody, like my organizers, Preeti, Shalini, and of course the support from the page and the support from my Pakistani community members. Few I had, like in the start of my journey, and still they are having with me, such as Khizr, Tehseen Arafat, Faisal, everybody. Like it's really being a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Amna. Ruma, would you like to add anything? I hope you
Sitting
are
in
there,
awe
Ruma.
to be very. Yes, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
just sitting in awe. I have no words. I mean, I'm just listening to the Disney princess. The voice is very cute. And I was shocked when the AI part started. So I was like, okay, they know AI, the models also. So very well done. Uh, it's, I think, world class. I love it. I have really no questions. I'm now learning that, I have to see the AI side also. So I'm speechless. Very well done, guys.
We've really got high standards for presentation now.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, just stopping the recording. So, Amna and organizers, it was very well presented by both the youngsters. Okay, Zara and Zubiana, I think, right? So, it was really nice to hear you out. We'll expect you to speak more. And if you need any kind of platform, you know where to reach out now. So, we are okay and we are open to hear you out more again in the future. And thank you all for joining for the sessions. It was a nice response as well as it was a nice takes as well. So I'll just stop the recording. Anything you want to go on a recorded side?
Vivek,
Shalini?
Vivek, few words for our organizers also, Vivek. That will be great.
Okay.
The
So,
girls have really worked hard.
yeah. So what to say about women? They always rock. Okay. They have taken all the credits as well. So I have nothing to say especially for the organizers, but yes, will be happy if you want to organize anything in future like this. You want to bring out some good talent from your side. So yes, we are open. So we don't mind doing more of such woman empowerment programs. So we'll always be there to help you out to give the rooms as well. Okay. So thank you, Anna, Preeti, as well as Shalini, for bringing us such a good talent. Okay. So anything you want to add, Dipesh?
Yeah, I just want to add that my voice will not be the best because I'm commuting and it was just last minute. We know what the situation we are in. It's absolutely amazing. Inclusivity exists in multiple ways, including women. There are also young, there are also different cultures, there are also different places. We are always welcoming everybody at Jams. And I'm going to definitely get in touch with these girls to be on my podcast, right? This story is worth telling. I have not seen anybody tell this story in a better way, and I have not seen any better meetup being organized as well. So thank you, girls. You rock. That's all I have to say.
Thank you, Dipesh, Vivek, for your kind words, and it really matters. Yeah. And
Yeah, thanks
Champs,
a
thank
lot.
you everyone for joining.
Just stopping the recording, so we are open to
Yeah,
discuss this for things.
sure.